thanks for staying with us. Let's switch gears now and turn to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. 11 people, including a teenager, have been killed in a Russian missile strike on the Ukrainian city of Mymohrad. According to officials, 3 S-300 missiles were used in the attack that targeted residential areas. At least 17 multi-story buildings and 27 cars were damaged in the strike. Nighttime footage shows scenes of destruction following the incident. There have been no comments from Russia on the reported missile attack, but it has constantly denied targeting civilians and critical infrastructure. In the meantime, the United Nations says Russia's full-scale invasion in Ukraine has resulted in the death of 10,703 civilians. As growing condemnation over the war increases, UN officials are noting that repeated calls for the protection of civilians appear to fall on deaf ears.
We continue to face significant obstacles to reaching everyone in need. One of the most significant...
The past 2 weeks have instead witnessed an intensification of attacks on civilians across different regions of Ukraine. Strikes have also been reported inside the Russian Federation, including today in the Belgorod region, reportedly leading to casualties. Regrettably, our repeated calls for protections of civilians appear to fall on deaf ears. Russia's full-scale invasion in Ukraine has already resulted in the death of 10,703 civilians, including 594 children. 20,146 more, including 1,316 children, have been injured. We condemn all attacks on civilians and civilian infrastructure. They are prohibited under international law. They are unacceptable and must stop now.
We continue to face significant obstacles to reaching everyone in need. One of the most significant challenges remains the lack of humanitarian access to the parts of Donetsk, Kherson, Luhansk, and Zaporizhzhia oblasts occupied by the Russian Federation. As hostilities continue to escalate, we're deeply concerned about the fate of the civilians in these territories whom we're unable to reach at scale. The consequences for an estimated 1.5 million people in need of life-saving assistance are unthinkable.
Well, let's stay with the war, but this time in Germany, where dozens of protesters have staged a walk in Berlin demanding an end to arms deliveries to Ukraine. This happened on Sunday. They're also calling for peaceful negotiations with Russia to end the prolonged 2-year war. Demonstrators marched in the city center close to the iconic Brandenburg Gate, waving peace flags and chanting slogans. The protest comes days after an audio recording of German officers discussing the potential use of Tyros missiles in Ukraine was leaked to the media, leading to a diplomatic row between Berlin and Moscow.
In Berlin an diesem 10. März 2024.
Yeah, I guess it's a good decision, even though I have to admit that it's probably the only good decision he has made in the last months. Yeah, but anyway, this might be the reason for an atomic and nuclear war. So, and it would not change the outcome of the war at all, but it endangers the whole of the world.